Hello and welcome back to the story of Jim Bakker. Let's continue with imprisonment and resurgence. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit upheld Jim's conviction on the fraud and conspiracy charges, but voided the 45-year sentence and $500,000 fine. The Court of Appeals ordered a new sentencing hearing for Jim in February of 1991. The Court of Appeals ruled that Judge Potter's statement regarding religion and money grubbing preachers was evidence that he had injected his religious beliefs into Jim's sentencing. As a result, a sentence reduction hearing was held months later on November 16th of 1992. At this reduction hearing, Jim's sentence was reduced to only 8 years. In August of 1993, Jim was transferred to a minimum security federal prison and was subsequently paroled almost a year later in July of 1994. He had only served about 5 years of his sentence before he was paroled. Jim was released from prison on December 1st, 1994, and owed the IRS a very small sum of $6 million. Jim's celebrity lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, stated that Jim would never again engage in the blend of religion and commerce that had led to his conviction. That was, in fact, a lie. As of 2003, Jim again started broadcasting, but this time under the self-titled Jim Bakker Show, which is a daily recorded show in Studio City Cafe in Branson, Missouri. At this point, Jim and Tammy Faye were no longer together, and Jim was now broadcasting with second wife, Lori. Anyway, Jim no longer preaches prosperity theology and actively condemns its teachings. Instead of prosperity, he now preaches apocalypticism and teaches about preparedness for the ever-coming doomsday. On his show, he sells overpriced buckets of freeze-dried food to his audience so as to prepare them for the coming end of days, while also lining his and Lori's pockets with the profits. A man named Jerry Crawford, who reveres Jim for saving his marriage, invested $25 million in Jim's new ministry in Blue Eye, Missouri. This ministry, named Morningside USA, now houses the production of Jim Bakker's show as of 2008. Jim has now found the grift that keeps on giving.